Good morning, everyone. It's Andrew here. Give me a second here. Let me switch to the slide deck for today, and we will soon begin our coffee with ShineOn. I have not seen everyone since I think about a month and a week ago. Time flies, and the previous live stream we did together was preparing for Mother's Day. It's so quick, and Mother's Day is actually only about a week and a half. Actually, no, 2 weeks away. Actually, 2 weeks away, just right on the cutoff, and that's it. The second biggest sales season of the year is almost done. So I really hope you ramping up that testing. I really hope you ramping up that um uh that preparation for Mother's Day. Um, I am not too sure if you remember last time when we did a live stream together. I shared that Mother's Day is $32 billion day. That was the average spending for Mother's Days across the board. It's such a huge holiday. I say holiday because it's really a it's not an official stat holiday, but it's the holiday to really celebrate the the yeah um yeah no, I lost my word there, but really it's the really the day, a huge day. And then after Mother's Day will be Father's Day. It's like $28 billion day. So both of these are really important testing point. Like if you can scale, that's good. If you cannot scale, it's really important testing point because you'll be able to use this Mother's Day design, Father's Day design, uh, and use it for Christmas. So make sure always use the general design that you can use it all year round, right? So yeah, just a little recap there from what we chat last time, and I really hope this 2 week will have some a big winner. Say if you hit some big winner, post on the group, share with us, and that'll be awesome. All right, so let's get into today's live stream. Um, I make a mistake. I make a mistake while making this banner. I want to talk about TikTok in general, not TikTok Shop. The problem is I'm from Canada, and now it's not officially. I'm not able to open a TikTok Shop account in the US yet. So for me, TikTok Shop I know zero, like nothing about. So when I was making this banner, there was a little miscommunication between me and the team, and it slipped off my mind, and I accidentally put TikTok Shop here. So just before we begin, I just want to say today's live stream is about TikTok ad, not TikTok Shop. I know nothing about TikTok Shop. All right, so perfect. Welcome everyone. Um, I can see David, as Karen, Jason. Hello, hello. You're Venetia, Julian, Dennis. Welcome, welcome. Susan. Oh, hello, Stephanie. Perfect. All right. Oh, we have hello Damien. Hello, Carmen from Belgium. Oh, that's awesome. Welcome. All right, perfect. So let's get into our live stream today. All right, let's get into this. And um, before we get into our live stream, I would love to have all of us. We have a moment of silence for Andrea. Andrea is one of our member here in the merchant community at ShineOn. She passed away due to personal issues, uh, and she joined us roughly about 4 years ago. Very regular participant in our Coffee with ShineOn. She was part of all of our challenges, um, and it it's such a very sad news that we have received that Andrea is no longer with us. So let's have a moment of silence for Andrea. All right, I let's hope. Yeah. let's all do this together. All right. All right. Okay. Let's get into our live stream for today, everyone. Okay, so let's get into our swag winners for this week. We have taken a couple of a very uh, stood out post from our communities. This is from Anish. Freedom from paycheck to paycheck life. Hi, uh, my name is Anish and I'm 52 years old. Maybe too old to learn with all the youngster, but I really want to seek an opportunity to learn and to learn new skills, keep my mind creative, and hopefully earn some extra income to help out my family. Anish, congratulations! You are the first swag winner for this week. Welcome to the family. 52 is 52 years young. It is not 52 years old. So it's never too late to learn. And welcome to the family. Hopefully, you will be browsing around our resources in the PDU resources on ShineOn websites. And let's get started, right? So it's never too late. So 52 years young. Let's get into this. Second, we have Meryl. Hi, all. My name is Meryl, and I started with Shion and Essie about a year ago, but have not done anything with Shion in at that time. I have an Essie store that has nearly a thousand listing, but isn't doing so great. I have had people look at it and say it's really good, but here we are. Originally from New York, but live in Australia. My shop is in the US, which I think is a bit easier. I think so. Is myself up until this point, majority of my sale is still from the USA. It's the biggest market in in the entire earth. Is a is the most easy it's the most easiest place to get started regardless of what type of business. It's really a land of opportunity. So yes, you're right. And I was a full-time volunteer for a charity. I started for over 30 years ago. That's awesome. It's time for me and perhaps being a little bit selfish and put my husband and myself first and having a bit of an easier life. Welcome. Yes. Posts like this, is really motivating because we all come from different areas of life. We all come from different um yeah reasons why we get started, but we come here with one goal is to make that first make an extra uh money on the side. Second, build a real business, and third, financially freedom, time freedom for all of us. So yeah, welcome. So you are the second swag winner for today, and our team will reach out to you and then tell you more about how you will you can claim the swag. Okay, so for everyone else, each week we randomly draw a couple posts from our group, from our community, to gift some swag. For a chance to get yours, simply post one of the following testimonial post, screenshot of sales. If you make that first sales, please post it. There's some magic behind it. This is like not a science proven thing, but this is uh, the thing that I have noticed. People who making sales, regardless of the first sales, first 100 sales, 1,000 sales, or $1 million sales, post it. It's magic. There's lots of magic behind it. When you posting it, naturally you will want to make the second one to show off on the second sale. So you post the first one, you have that eager, you have that fire in you, and then okay, I cannot wait until next time I show the screenshot of I make $1,000 in sales or like $100,000 in sales, right? So there's some energy behind it, and that's exactly what happened to me when I first started posting. That cha-ching keep on rolling in, and the more it's rolling in, the more I want to share, the more I want to uh I don't know why, but yeah, it just naturally happened that way. So if you make any sales, post it, share with us. It means a lot to us as the community, because it does show it to others members, and then also giving that energy, that fire to all the members. And then secondly, it's also benefit yourself, because now you have your next goal to be working on, right? So, and second, value post on what is working for you. Just like recently, I really like extremely uh I'm not too sure if the word grateful is good, but I think I'm gonna use that word, because Gary been sharing with us so many tips and trick, and his, I would say, his personal secret sauce to all of us. It's opened up lots of door. It's opened up lots of door, from the way all the people running ad, from the way how he made um the song, from all the stuff. So Gary, if you're watching this live stream, thank you for doing that. Is absolutely fire on how you willing to open up and share your personal uh I would say personal secret, right? And yeah, we from there we can just all grow together, all get bigger together. So yeah, so and also with all of you here too, if you have something that you think is valuable for everyone, and you're willing to share, yep, post it. Right. Next are the tips and tricks and motivation to help others to succeed. Exactly what I was just mentioning. So yeah, perfect. We have some latest news. Our Mother's Day products are absolutely crushing it. And if you don't want to be left behind, check them out in the Mother's Day gift section in the catalog, right? We have necklace that are uh, really catered to mothers for this special day, which is the heart necklace with the two feet inside. It's gorgeous. It's gorgeous, really beautiful, and also one of the most requested and so popular product is the turning rose box. Is has every single reason to be viral. Is uh, the size is beautiful. It has the rose, and it has the surprise factor, which once you turn the rose over, the necklace and the message card revealed. So uh check them out. Check them out, because for me personally, I do know for sure this rose product has been proven to make 10 of millions dollar in sales for other people, right? So we are in a proven product that has been yeah, that has been generating so much money. There's no way we are not on board of offering this to members here at ShineOn, right? Okay, so that are um for the product, and our PDU walkthrough with Joe Robert is out right now. We all know Joe Robert. He's extremely famous with high folk Joe here, or hi Joe Folk. That's how I remember him. We've been chatting with Joe a couple times. Down to earth guy, very nice. And yes, we have a walkthrough from Joe Niche Dell level up with Joe Robert. So uh, if you not watch it yet, visit the link right at the comment. I think our team will be able to put right out the comment. But don't don't go there and watch it just yet. Stay here with me. If you leave me here by myself, I'll be very lonely. So, um, click on the link, go there. Don't watch it. Go back here, and then we we chat to each other again. So, yep, yeah. Joe is nice. Joe is fantastic. Yep. Oh yes. Yep. Yep. Kelly. Yep. 100%. So is yep. I agree. I agree. Joe is down to earth guy. Lots of tips. Lots of trick. Lots of hacks. Lots of valuable lessons. So Joe Robert is awesome. Okay. And if you want to stay updated, see what you missed on the announcement and change log in the PODU, all the newest update are there waiting for you. Okay, so here we go. Here we go. Time for this. Time for this. And let's get into the digital marketer's toast. All right, everyone, let's get ready for the toast. Magical moment. I have heard it a lot. Many have made sales during this moment. So let's go. Let's go. Digital marketer's toast. Raise up your glasses, mugs, bottles, or flasks, and join me now for the digital marketer's toast. All right. Here's to more conversions, more cash, cheaper CPMs, lower CACs, and higher CTRs, much higher CVRs to enable ad accounts and big bank accounts, to upsells, downsells, cross sells, to winning products and repeat sales, to the thing that everybody knows, the riches are in the niches, but also in the email flow. Ready? Let's drink. Honest, honestly, I've been waiting for this moment. My throat was dry. We've been talking. I've been talking. My throat was dry. So, right, perfect. Let's get into the main topic of today. TikTok again, not TikTok Shop. I know nothing about TikTok Shop. I couldn't access to it. They didn't open up for Canadian to officially access to TikTok Shop USA. So this is about TikTok ad, which I have plenty of experience. Been running it for almost 22, 23, 24, 3.5 years now. So I have pretty good understanding of it. So let's go into TikTok ad. All right. So are you on TikTok? If you're not, you have to be on TikTok. Okay, I know there may be a chance of something happen to it, right? But until that day, until that day, we don't know. It may either go to dark or the light may be on again, right? So we do not know. But as long as TikTok's still around, it's a fantastic place beside Facebook to be on, right? So if you're not on TikTok advertising, you're missing out some extremely profitable place that you can make I would say pretty good money. TikTok is where I start. I did start with Facebook, but they banned the hell out of me, and then I had nowhere else to go. I went to one of Michael's live stream. They talk about TikTok. I say, okay, time for me to give it a shot. And then the rest were his story. Uh, it went crazy. Couple $100,000 in sales in just 1 week. And after that, I got invited to be on Coffee with Michael in a couple of live stream. Got invited to work with ShineOn, be a host at copy ShineOn. So because of TikTok, that's why I'm lucky enough to be here and sitting to do the live stream with you. So if you're not on TikTok yet, be on TikTok. Um, so and of course you don't have to show your face on TikTok. When I'm saying on TikTok, that means you will be advertising on TikTok for your product, right? Not like go there and record videos of yourself. No, not that type of TikTok. But so if you're already on TikTok, you have everything set up, but you're still not making sales. You maybe wonder why, right? So that's why we get into this. Um, before we get into why you're not making sales, I want to say there are three reasons why TikTok is still a very good place. Very, very good place. First, they're very lenient. So if you're on Facebook, you may have problem of suspension. You may have problem of they're very sensitive over there. You may get your account gone within second. But one thing about TikTok ad managers, they very lenient. Um, they don't have strict rules, and you do not have to have a personal TikTok account to open a business TikTok account. So less likely to be randomly suspended. Easy to create without need for verification, without need for uh, um, personal Facebook account, right? So they're very lenient. Second, abundant. Abundant here is because not too many people, especially ShineOn seller, not too many of ShineOn seller are on TikTok ad. So there's not too much competition. So the space there, pretty much you on a very less competitive space. And Shine product actually do not have many sellers over there. Surprisingly, up to this time, um, not too many. I can only name a few big one that I know. That's of course my direct competitors, but other than that, there's not too many, right? And that just simply means there's still so many opportunity over there. And third, it's affordable. We don't have to spend too much money for the reach compared to Facebook. The CPM is much cheaper over there. So the metrics we request from TikTok are much more manageable. I'll get into this metric. So if you confusing what I'm talking about here, I'll get into this very shortly. All right. So I see a very good question. Sergio, which one is easier to master, TikTok or Facebook? So since we're talking about TikTok here, how it's lenient, how it's abundant, how it's affordable, for me, they're both the same because the way TikTok set up, they set up their ad managers pretty much a copy version of Facebook. So there's no one platform is easier to master. But if you master one platform, you can master the other very easily because they're both the same. So if you want to start with TikTok, then you get very good at it and you get lots of sale from it. You can move to Facebook very easily. So it's really like not which one is easier to master, but the answer is if you can master one, you can master the other. No problem. They sell the same. But you have to think about one point. All of these platforms, Facebook, TikTok, all they're asking for is you have a good product and you have a good ad creative for that product. That's all they're asking for. You don't need to know fancy terms like CPM, CBC, CTR, all of that just yet. As long as you have a good product, a good ad creative, like a good image or a good video for it, that's all you need. Because once you have a good product, good videos, good image, they will automatically send it to the right people they purchase, and you will see the effect of this platform right away. So that's where the focus is. Make a good product, right? So very good question, Sergio. I love it. Very good question. Susan, yep, that's exactly what I'm talking about here. Um, TikTok ad. uh, extremely lenient unless you do something very fishy. But I have not heard many cases about TikTok ad managers being randomly suspended. Okay, so yep, that's right. Hey, this is actually a good question. That's why I want to be clear earlier. We're not talking about TikTok Shop right here, and this is exactly what I'm trying to say. Do you mean using TikTok from inside the Shopify store or just posting an ad on TikTok and promote it? Yep. So do not ever post a video on TikTok and promote it. I can guarantee you 1,000% it will be wasting your cash. It'll be wasting all that money. It'll be wasting all that effort. So don't post it on TikTok page and promote it. Never, never. It wastes your money. So what you want to do is open up a TikTok ad manager account, post your video in there. So it'll be a dark post. A dark post is pretty much you'll be only using that post and advertise for it. It's not publicly available on any page, right? And yeah, you'll be installing a Shopify TikTok app, and then open a TikTok ad manager account, and then advertising from there. Yep. So very good question. Love it. I, I was gonna keep continue with my slide, but the comment are gold. I love it. Doing ad on Facebook can be a nightmare. Always have backup Facebook ad account standby if you want to scam Facebook. Yep, exactly. I love it. Okay, so let's get back to the slideshow. And if you have any comment, yep, throw to the comment section. I can see every comment. So below is the image of my first testing campaign on TikTok. And this number are still pretty much the same now. Whenever I'm testing a new product on TikTok, I'm still getting, if my product is good, I'm still getting pretty much the same number. So the inflation cost on TikTok have not really rised up for the past couple of years I'm on here. Pretty much the same. So total cost, you can see here I spent $100. The cost per click was $1. The CPM was $7. Really good, really affordable. Even right now too, I'm getting around this range, under $10 CPM. CPM is the cost for TikTok to show your ad to 1,000 people. So average, every 1,000 people, it costs you $7 to show your videos in front of them, right? And because of this very optimistic metrics, that's why I can look into this. I can sense this is good. So that's why I was able to scale very quickly within just 1 week on TikTok, right? And these are the metrics that I was talking about earlier that I said I will show you. So don't worry, because it was a little bit confusing when I talked about it earlier. So these are the metrics. CPM. If you have during any time, if you have a CPM below $15 on TikTok, that's considered to be acceptable. Mostly for mine, it ranged from $3 to $8. So that's what you see here. Pretty much right now, I'm getting around this number every single campaign, right? So still very cheap. On Facebook right now, I'm paying 10, 15, sometimes 22, and during Christmas time, I paid 30. So it's much higher on Facebook. So, and yeah, anytime you have a CPM below $15, that's good. And some of the newer accounts, if you first open up a new account, you have a new pixels, you tend to have a higher CPM, right? And if you got lucky, it's lower. But if you see it below $15, you're good. CTR, click through rate. Anytime you have a click through rate above 0.5%. So this is the click through rate here, CTR over here. It says 0.68%. And you may wonder, hey, Andrew, for Facebook, I need to have a CTR of 1%, 1.5, or 2%. But why is it have a lower bar for TikTok. Here's why. Because now the CPM, so now you'll be able to pay much less to show it to much more people. So because of that reasons, now you show it to many people, right? That's why the CTR can be lower. You still get the same amount of people visit your website, but you don't require yourself to have any CTR that is 1%, 2% here. If you have, that's perfect. But the criteria here is anything that above 0.5% are acceptable. Okay, so that's for the CTR. And for the CPC, cost per link click, this number over here, cost per link click. Anytime you get it below $1.5 per click, that's good. So based on those metrics, you'll be able to tell very early that if your products are good products, you see it right away. If your product is bad, if your uh, videos are is bad, all of this number will be extremely crazy. Your CBM may be $30, so it costs you almost double than what we lay out here to show it to 1,000 people. Your CTR is like 0.1%. No one want to click on it. Your cost per click may be like $3. It's so expensive for everyone to click on your website because they're not even interested. They don't even have the intention to go to your website and see if they want to buy it. They see it, I don't like it. They pass. So you will see it right away if you have a bad product. Okay. So but this are the benchmark that I really hope you will try to stick to, right? Okay. Um and there are there are reasons why is there no sale. Must be a reason for it. There's no such thing as, oh, so random, right? But everything has a reason behind it. So that's why we get into this right now. So when you first run TikTok ad, you want to evaluate after a day to 2 days. And this is really depending on your budget. If you have like $50, yep, a day to 2 days. If you have like $100 a day, you can pretty much evaluate that at the 1.5. So the more budget you have, the faster you get the data back. But average, if you can leave it like untouched for 1.5 to 2 days, because sometimes it may have a very rocky start, but then things balance out and get much better after 1.5 day. Okay, so if you can leave it for 1 to 2 days, and then you want to ask yourself, are there any add to cart on your website? Are there any initiate checkouts on your website? And most important, are there any sales? Are people really buying anything on your website? Okay, so you want to ask yourself this question, and I want to emphasize, like, really have a whole whole page just to dedicate this point. Remember, very important. The most important thing is getting the sales. That's the most important thing. For myself, having sales and having profit makes all the metrics less significant, because having sales and making profit is the ultimate goal, right? So all the metrics over here, for me, they only apply when I don't make any sales just yet. But if I make sales, I tend to ignore all of this as long as that sales are profitable. The reason is, who care about all the metrics if I'm making money? As long as TikTok keep giving me money, keep 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 giving me that profit, I don't care about anything else. Only if I make sales and no profit, or I don't make sales, then I really care about this profits, this metric so much, right? Because it's happened so many times. I got some DM in my inbox asking, "Hey Andrew, this is the matches I get. I make a couple sales, I make some money, but the number is so bad. I just turn it off because I don't think it's good number." That's the huge. mistake that I made it before too, because I was too focused on those metrics that I forgot. Okay, if I make sales, if I make profit, everything else really doesn't matter. So I really hope you don't make the same mistake that I make. And I have seen others make the same mistakes as well. So as long as you're making sales, forget about everything else. Okay, sales, forget about everything else. Sell, profit, that's all you need. Okay, so uh, first, if you don't have any add to cart, you want to ask yourself some questions. Hmm, what happened? What happened to the people that visit my website? I have no add to cart. So just like you went into Walmart, but you just go there, you go walk one big route, you walk out. Walmart have to ask themselves a question: what happened with my store? Are people why most of people visit Walmart and they left? Same thing here. You want to ask yourself, why are people visiting my website but they left? They don't add anything to cart. They don't even pick up a cucumber. They don't even pick up a an onion. So what happening here, right? So these are a couple of reasons. First, your selling price is too high. If you walk into a Walmart and the cucumbers sold are selling for $500, no way, no way you'll be taking your cart out and pay for it. So adjusting your pricing, right? And the best pricing is set them at the MSRP that recommended by ShineOn. That price point has been tested for over and over and over to be an easiest starting point. And when you make more sales, you can always slowly increasing it. And that's the trick too. Initially, when I make my sales or I make new product, I tend to leave it as a MSRP. Then when I make more sales, it proven to be selling, I tend to raise it up because at that time, Facebook or TikTok or any other places, their AI, their pixels already know who is my customer. So they keep sending me new customer, and then I tend to raise up the price because the cost for advertising when you scaling, when you want to make it bigger, the cost tends to be higher, right? So that's why I raised up my price as well. But initially, stay at the MSRP is a perfect place to start. Second, lots of product reviews. We are shopping online, right? And if you landed on any website that is absolutely zero reviews, of course we will be like, huh, if other people don't even want to buy it, why would I want to buy this? Why would I want to spend money on this? So lack of product reviews is extremely critical, right? So make sure you have product reviews. Next, we have unconvincing product description. So make sure your description are convincing, clean, and informative. So people will make a good decision. Okay, this is exactly what I want. Okay. Um, Next, we have an attractive or unclear add to cart button. So the add to cart button may be uh, let's say if it's white color and the text is white, so you can't even see where the add to cart button is. So you have to make your add to cart button is the most standout button in the entire page. So if so uh the proven add to cart color is like green, red, um oranges, just like Amazon. You can do black as well. And yeah, those, if you want to get started, those are the good uh uh button color, right? Different drinking some water here. And a messy layout, make sure your website clear. And all of this because your website failed to build trust with all your customer. So the potential customer come in the Walmart store, it's dirty on the floors, it's high pricings, is the cashier is not ready to check out, everything messy, stuff everywhere, water on the floor, right? So put yourself in the customer's shoes. We all the same here. When we go into the place that we can feel this is clean, we can trust this place. People been shopping in here. Everything is neat. The price is right. Then of course we are more willing to add stuff to cart. Same thing with online store. Okay, and of course the very last but not the least important, very important is you have to communicate with the customer what is the shipping time is, what is the return policies is, if what's the shipping cost. So if you offer free shipping, if you offer 30-day exchange, if you offer 15-day return, things like that you want to include on your website, on your landing page. So it's clearly communicate that information to the customer. If you don't, hmm, they be very confused, right? Because even myself too, before I purchase something, I want to know that okay, if this is having free shipping, for me, I'm a big fan of free shipping. But for my store, sometimes I charge shipping. It doesn't really change anything. People still buying. So just personally, I like free shipping. But for my store, I have been charged for shipping at 4.95, 6.95, 9.95. People still buying because nowadays people really don't really care about shipping so much if your product is exactly what they're looking for. But yeah, but you have to communicate that clearly with the customer. If you offer free shipping, make sure you set free shipping multiple times on the page so people know, oh, free shipping. Where you have pay shipping, I would highly recommend you say on the page you say fast shipping, and then shipping will be calculated at checkout, right? So don't say 4.95, 9.95 at first because it kind of turned down people, right? But just communicate in the way of it's a fast shipping, and shipping will be calculated during checkout, right? And then return policies, exchange policy, those are extremely um, important. Okay, and next, okay, let's pretending we already in Walmart, we add some cucumber, some tomato, some onion into the cart, but then we just decide, okay, I don't want to check out. I add them to cart. I show interest. I show interest in them, but I don't even bother to go to the cashier to check out. What's happening here? So some link are broken here. Something is not right in here, and of course there are other reasons too. Like it's like okay, maybe sometimes I just don't want it anymore. But majority of the time, if people already adding to cart, they have that intention to buy. Okay, so one of the first reason is customer are not directed to cart page. That's very important. I have tested this before in my store over and over and over. I try to get people when they click add to cart, they go directly to checkout and skip the cart and skip the cart. But it doesn't work. It just doesn't work that way. So make sure when people click that add to cart button, they get direct to the cart page or the cart pop up or the cart slide, whichever it is, right? Just don't skip the process. And many times the proceed to checkout button is faulty. Sometimes we cannot control it. Sometimes just the theme issues, but regularly, this is what I do for myself as well. Once a while, I go in, I pretend I am my own customer, and I go through the whole checkout process again, and see if all the buttons are functional. Because it did happen to me once, just once during this 4 years. The proceed to checkout button did not work. I don't know why. I made it something the night before on the theme, but stupid stuff happened, right? So yeah, check that. And and lastly, you have people add to cart. People bring that tomato to the checkout, but then there's no sales. So you may want to look into okay, what happening here. It could be a payment gateway issues like the Shopify payments. Maybe you have not connect that properly. the shipping issues. So one thing about Shopify is majority of the time all the product will be automatically adding a shipping profile, the general shipping profile, and all of the products, new, old, will get the same profile, right? But once a while, um, the setup there is messed up. Some product got excluded, and then when people get to checkout, they try to enter their shipping address, and they say, "Oh, we are so sorry. Your product does not ship to this location." But clearly, they are in the U.S., your target audience. So this back to the point earlier. Make sure that you pretend yourself as a customer and make sure everything is smooth. Okay. And I have a tip. Uh, Many people are using Shopify test mode, but for me, I prefer is this way. I go into a coupon. I create myself a so if a product is $59, I go and create myself a $58 discount. And then when I go through this process, really I pretend myself as the customer. I go to the product page. I scroll up and down. I click the add to cart. I go to the cart page. I input that coupon code. So now all I pay is $1. All I pay is $1. And of course you won't be losing that dollar because it's still flowing back to your bank account. You lose like 30 cents, 35 cents because Shopify said they would take 30 cents plus some percentage per sale. So you'll be losing like 31, 32, 33 cents around that. So you still get back that 70 cents back to your account later on, like a week after, right? So that is my trick. Don't use the test mode because many cases you turn the test mode on and you left the test mode on and the customer cannot check out and now more problem. So do yourself a coupon code is much better. And um and also you're asking too much unnecessary information from customer. So um I disable asking people companies because that's just adding an extra line. Even though it's optional, but it's just adding an extra line in your checkout process that people have to have to think about. So disable that. Don't asking for company. Many time this you could split test. Okay. Many time I have seen people don't even have a address to. So normally address to is for the apartment number, right? Um, so many times other people would just put their apartment number and their address on the same address line. So that you have to split test and see if it's worth it to disable the address too. Okay. And the checkout page. The checkout page failed to build trust with buyers. It failed to build trust with buyers. The reason is um, your checkout button, your checkout color scheme need to be consistent with the entire theme. I have seen this so many times. You have a green add to cart. You have a red proceed to checkout, and you have the black pay now button on the checkout page. It's no consistency over there. You need to make sure all the buttons on your page on your website are all the same color because the congruency is extremely important. If people feel there's some disconnect during the process, they will leave right away. They will leave right away, right? So that's why you need to have the same color scheme all across the board, same buttons colors all across the board. Okay, so and keep trying, keep testing, um, keep testing because you have to try all the possible factors and eventually you find the answers. You have to just have to keep testing and testing, right? So even though we don't dig deep too much into TikTok, like really TikTok ad, but all the things I just mentioned is extremely important. Even though you um you're running Facebook ad or TikTok ad, these are extremely important. And if you want to get in depth on how I ran my TikTok ad, um, I believe if you go into the Facebook try on profit on demand um, Facebook, and if you try to find my name, you'll be able to get a. Actually, give me a second here. I may just be able to get a link for you. It's my, I would say, my little mini ebook. I have nothing to sell there. Um, it's all purely the uh yeah, how I went from zero to $1 million in sell with TikTok. So nothing to sell there. So let me find it. It's been a while. That document has been a while. About a year and a half. I shared it a year and a half ago. But let me see if I'm still be able to find it easily here, and then I'll put it in the uh, I'll put it right down in the comment for you. So yeah, give me just a second here. Yeah, lots of posts. I need to scroll through. Been a while. Where is it now? Yeah, so if you have any questions, put it in the comment for me. We go into the end of the live stream here. Uh, yeah, we absolutely don't have enough time to really go in depth for TikTok, but that's why I just want to go through some website optimization thing, and then I want to share with you that the document that I shared with everyone about a year and a half ago. Where is it? I lost it. I lost it. I may share it in the. Yeah, if you have any comment, put it in the chat. I'd love to. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Ha. So, I put in the chat here. Oops. Okay, I'll put in the chat in Facebook live stream. Okay, so if you're watching on YouTube, I do see that so many of you are watching on YouTube right now. I think, yeah, if I post on YouTube, it just doesn't work. They don't let me post on YouTube, so let me post on the, yeah, uh take TikTok guy. Okay, I just post on the share TikTok guide. All right, perfect. Yeah, it's right there on this live stream. Um, comment on Facebook, right? Nothing to sell there. I don't put any. I don't put any link like, oh, scroll to the bottom, you get 50% off. No, nothing there. So it's just purely content. And that was the guideline that I wrote, and it's still work until now. The concept is the same. The concept is all the same there, right? So perfect. Stephanie, I I would never update my page theme again after it broke shipping location somewhere and people couldn't check out. Yeah, it does happen. So yeah, it does happen. Yeah, I know it sucks, but yeah. Mm. Uh, and it's right. Put on test mode because don't put test mode because you may forget. It's hard to go find where the test mode is. Yeah, it's the nightmare. I'm telling you, it's the nightmare. It's the nightmare. And oh, it's definitely good. Good tip. Turn off the day display on looks so they don't look old. Yep. Love it. How to TikTok advertise? If my information is from Canada, no problem. If you register a TikTok advertising account, not a TikTok shop, not the TikTok shop, TikTok advertising account. eh, You're from Canada. I'm from Canada too, and they don't. have any problem with Canadian advertising on the US. Not at all. All right, perfect. Um, Great chat, everyone, and great chat, very great chat. Good time that we catch up a month after. Um, I'll be seeing you a month later again, maybe a month and a half, maybe a month and 1 week. We'll see, and we will be preparing for Father's Day at that time. So time flying quick. We already have a year into 2025. I cannot believe how quickly time passed this year. For me personally, it's just flying like crazy. It was just yesterday we on January 1st. And I was having the honor of opening up the first coffee with ShineOn in January. I just cannot believe we are in the middle of the year already. So time flying quick, but that also means opportunities are getting closer. The biggest sales season of the year, the biggest opportunity season of the year, Christmas is it just cannot come fast enough. Beginning of September, you will be seeing some momentum already. So time fly by. Don't stay behind. The trend is moving. If you don't willing to be on board, you get left behind. And then year after year, same story again. Oh no, I missed the chance. So the best time to start was yesterday. The second best time is right now, right? So keep pushing, keep testing, testing everything, testing products, testing videos, testing image, testing ideas. Okay, one more thing about testing, especially nowadays, the age of AI. Please, you can circle back to this video later. Please do not get left behind. AI is here to serve us. AI is here to make us better and more efficient. Things that we, even myself, even think that I cannot do it personally before. I think that I have to use my time to hire expert before. Now AI can do it in minute. So do not left behind. Be on board with AI. Get new ideas with AIs, and then execute it. So yeah, myself every day, every single day, AIs are in part of my daily working routine. That's I can't even remember when was the last time that I go a day without AI. That's how crazy it is. So yep, don't left behind, and let's get moving, everyone. So have a good day, have a good week, have a successful week, have a successful Mother's Day season. I really hope to see your success story posted on the group. So bye bye everyone. Enjoy your day and see you next time. Bye bye.